Hi, my amazing pen friends. It's Jess from Disney Jess, and I have a little bit of a haul here for you guys. Some of this has been sitting in a drawer waiting for me to open it for quite a while. Like, these were a limited release, I think, or maybe they were limited edition. Let's see, does it say? Anyhow, they were the Beauty and the Beast ones that they did for celebrating 30 years I think it was last year. And then I've also had these for quite a while, which are 2 boxes of the reflection pens. So we're going to open those today. And then I have this pen, which is a limited release pen that's it's Pixar Day at Sea for 2024. A friend of mine was on a cruise and picked this up for me, and I think it's really cute. So let's take a look at that before we look at these, which, oh my goodness. So anyhow, so this has a really nice kind of glitter element behind the Pixar Days at Sea. It does look like it's probably printed on the pen opposed to having paint in there, to be honest. That seems to be a trend I've noticed with newer pens. They're doing a lot of that. I'm sure it's cheaper to do that. So, and there are some pens you can only get on the cruise lines, so this was really fun to have her pick this up for me. It was a great surprise. So here's our back, and you do have the Disney Pens logo there, which has changed recently along with their newer authentic little trademark down here. Nothing much else to say on the back. It has 2 pen posts, no knobs or anything by the pen post. They do switch that up pretty regularly to try and keep ahead of counterfeiters and things like that. So it does say limited release down here as well. And you also have the Disney Cruise Line logo up here because it is a cruise line pen. So really cute little pen. Has all the Pixar characters, I think, or at least somebody from each movie represented here. So we have, is it Coco? Is that his name? The guy from Coco, anyhow. We have Nemo, we have Mike, we have Mrs. Incredible, Jessie, Boo, Sully, Buzz, Frozzo, Edna Mode, Mr. Incredible, Woody, and Joy there. I wonder if there's any Pixar movies not represented by that. I'll have to look. But anyhow, it's a cute pen. And going to be a great addition to my collection. Then we have these 3 new pens. These are Disneyland Paris pens. These were sent to me by my friend Karen, who runs Karen's USA Adventures. I think it's now Karen's Pickups. I will link her down below for you guys. She does pen pickups and other merchandise pickups for both Disneyland Paris and Walt Disney World. I think she's also thinking about doing some maybe Disneyland Tokyo trips. We'll see. I know she's exploring that option right now anyhow. So these are all 3 pens that they released, oh my gosh, I think last month. And they're all limited edition. So they're limited of 700. And they depict other characters depicting, like Winnie the Pooh and Piglet here are depicting Captain Hook and Smead. We have Eeyore and Tigger representing Cogsworth and Lumiere. And then we have Smead and Hook representing Peter Pan and TikTok Croc, which I think is amazing. But you have to see how huge these pens are. They're just massive. They do have 3 pen posts on the back here. At least this one does. I'm not sure about the other ones. And let me take it off and show you. And let's kind of admire them as well. I mean, look at this pen. I love Smead. You have all these glitter on TikTok Croc, the TikTok Croc elements here, and the little shorts here are really glittery as well. You have this kind of classic expression from Hook with his pantaloons here, and then of course you have his Peter Pan shirt on and that little Peter Pan cap. Oh, it's so cute. And then you have all the blue down here, and it's kind of swirled, so it looks like water, which I think is a really nice effect as well. Then in the back here, of course, you have your pen trading logo with the 2024 And because it's a Disneyland Paris pen, it does say limited edition here, and it is numbered. This is number 466 out of 700, which is kind of amazing. I think these pens retailed, gosh, I want to say around $30, but I can't remember off the top of my head. They do sell out really fast, and it's a really complicated process to get the limited edition pens in Paris. So having somebody who's willing to get them for me is amazing because, well, first of all, I'm not in Paris. Second of all, I don't have to worry about that process. So if you are looking for some limited edition pens, please check out her shop. She does an amazing job, doesn't mark up a ton and all of that. There is, I think, a slight markup, but I'm not 100% positive because, there is a lot that goes into these pickup trips and everything. I mean, you have to think about her hotel stay, the shipping, because she has to take it back and then package it out to you. And there's just a lot of steps. So, yeah. So that is that one. Now let's take a closer look at Tigger and Eeyore here. Now, I did ask for these three specifically because they will fit into my collections. My biggest collections being my Peter Pan collection, as well. Well, Mickey's probably bigger. Yeah, probably. And I also have a rather large Belle collection, or Beauty and the Beast. So I especially like Lumiere and Cogsworth. They really, I'm really drawn to Cogsworth for some reason. I relate to him so much. Anyhow, so we have the glitter elements and the base of Lumiere here. And I love how they're using the yellow of Tigger to kind of bring that up and portray that Lumiere element. And then you have the three candlesticks here, and the yellow on the tips is also that same glitter element from here. You have that cute spring element of Tigger's tail. Then we go on to Eeyore, and he has these cute little hands on his face. So this one is gold. This one looks a little bit more black. I'm not sure if it's supposed to, but maybe it is. Kind of off of his nose, having the hands of the clock. And you have the hat element of the top of Cogsworth's, clock. And then you have this little saddle part that kind of brings it all together. And then off of his collar here, you have the pendulum for the clock. And I just think it was really well thought out. I love that Eeyore is kind of this grayish blue, and you have purple elements as well. It just seems very classic to me. And again, you have this kind of base element down here. This one is pink, and it has that same swirl element to it. I think it just kind of pulls the two of them together a little bit. And this one is numbered 384 of 700, which is really cool. And seriously, these are huge pens. Okay, and our last one is Piglet and Pooh here. And this one only has 2 pen posts. How many did... This one did 2. Okay, so it's only the first one that had 3 pen posts. But look at this one. Look at the glitter in his coat. It is amazing. I don't really see, well, maybe a little bit of glitter in the hat. It seems like they picked, for the most part, one color to put the glitter in on the pens, the exception being this one with Smeed having glitter in his pants as well. And then we have this light pink feather, which looks really cute. I love the way that they did his hook here and a little plume here. Piglet just looks adorable. And you're kind of working with the classic outline of Piglet, because you kind of have those stripes on Piglet, so I kind of like the way that they drew that in as well. I do kind of wish, I feel like Smeed's hat is usually a different color. I would have to go look at my other pens to figure that out, but I feel like it usually is. But this one also has it's a slightly lighter pink base than we have on the other Winnie the Pooh type pen here, but it has that swirl element down here. It's really nicely done. And this one is limited edition of 700, and it's pen 497. which is really nice. So those are my unboxed pins. Now let's look at these collections. We'll do this one first since we have 2 boxes. These are the Disney Reflection Mystery Pen set. There are, I think, 8 in here, and they did series 1 and 2. I believe these are series 1. And your options are here on the side. So we have Mulan looking into the reflection pool. We have, we have Little Bear over here. Did he have a name besides Little Bear? I'm not sure, but he's looking in his reflection. The one that I am most interested in getting is this next one, which is Robin Hood and Maid Marian on the, this is after he rescues her, I believe. And then we have Bambi here looking at his reflection. We have the girl from Jungle Book. I don't know if she had a name. Did she have a name, guys? And then we have Simba here. We have Alice. And then we have Dumbo over here. So for the most part, I'm really just hoping to get the Robin Hood and Maid Marian pen. I wouldn't be sad with any of the other ones, but that is the main one I'm looking for to put in my collection. Because I don't think this is a set that I'm going to try and collect all of them. Now, these boxes, because like I said, they've been here a while, did retail for $17.99. I think mystery boxes are more expensive now in the parks. And these boxes do contain 2 mystery pens per box. And they don't want to open for me. So we're going to go ahead and slit here and there. And let's see what we got. Oh, it does feel like they are actually in like a paper sleeve, which is interesting to me. They don't usually do that unless they're in a bag. So it's an interesting little twist. Yeah, totally in a paper sleeve. I wonder if they were having issues with people opening boxes to try and find the right one. Although they're all circular, so could you really tell anyhow? Maybe it's a product. Yes! There is Robin Hood and Maid Marian. Yay! So exciting. So if you don't know, I mainly collect this one. My husband proposed at the end of Robin Hood, so especially pens with Robin Hood and Maid Marian together are very appealing to me. And I love that we have the little outline of them in the water with these cute little bubbles. We have them standing together, the sky behind them. So sweet. Okay, and nothing special really on the back here. I think that does say 2022, so definitely been here a while. Okay, let's see what we get for our second pen. Okay, second pen is Alice. Look at how sweet she is. Oh, and the bubbles are different colors. I guess it does show that on the box. I didn't pick up on that though, because it's such a small image. But she has this sweet face right here, and then of course the water looks more gray in this one, and so her outline is more blue, which is kind of nice. You have the daisies in the background here. Just a really sweet pen. Okay, let's go for box 2 and see who else we get. Well, maybe. Okay, I just completely destroyed that box. That's all right. And let's see who we got on this one. Oh, Bambi! Oh, he's really cute too. I love his little nose being so close. The drawing in the water is really beautiful. It reminds me of some of the pens where you have like the sketch art of the character on them. Really nice. Grass behind makes him really pop. Cute bubbles. These bubbles seem to match the Robin Hood bubbles in color. So that's interesting. Yeah, I think Alice is the only one with darker colored bubbles. Maybe there might be a few with slightly different colors. Let's see what one we get next. Let's see what we got for our last one. Because it looks like some of the bubbles are slightly different in coloring. Whoop! Oh, we got another Robin Hood. Well, that'll be a good trader. Really nice. So that tells me they were very randomized because we didn't get 2 boxes that were the same. So I'm not going to spend too much time on that second Robin Hood because we've already looked at the first one. And then let's open up these 3 boxes. This is a 12-pin collection, and they're all kind of open books with an image coming out of them. So you have the coat rack, you have the footstool, you have the guy who committed Belle's dad to the insane asylum. We have Gaston. We have the wardrobe, Cogsworth. Is it Maurice that has her dad's name? Why can I not think of it right now? We have Chip. We have the feather duster, whose name also I can't remember. We have Mrs. Potts and Lumiere, and then we also have the stove. Now, some of these may have other names that I'm not remembering, but yeah, really cool. I really hope to get, let's see, Cogsworth and Lumiere, of course, but also Mrs. Pot and Chips. But, you know, the footstool is really cute too. I'm not as big on the villain guys, but, you know, they're part of the story, so it's always a good thing. So each one of these boxes does have 2 in it, so if I get lucky, I could get up to half of this collection. And I don't think you can buy these anymore. So if I wanted to complete it, I would have to trade. Okay, let's see what our first 2 pins are. Oh, the footstool. Oh, I do like the edging that they did around this, like the details. Really cute. I like the book aspect as well. The footstool is just a cute character. 2-pin post on the back here. It does say limited release. And there is a slight edging here. Like, even though I bought these at the park, I just want to point this out because usually this is something you would see on a like a fake pen or something. But if you look right here, you can see the stamp edge all the way around, which is not usual for a Disney pen. But like I said, I did buy these at the park. It's also the stamping of the Mickeys doesn't seem as sunk down as like for say this one. These are much clearer. So that's just as an FYI for people. And the edges do not feel smooth. Yeah. Seems to be, you know, kind of par for the course these days, which is really sad. It's part of why I'm not buying as many pens as I used to. Oh, next we have the stove, which looks very angry. Very, very angry. So, and it has that same detail. This one's edges are a little nicer. You still have some of that edging detail there where you can see that it's not actually going to the full edge of the pen. It's really, these were 2021, by the way, it says on the back stamp. So again, a while ago. So there's our first 2 pens, neither of which were ones that I particularly wanted, although I'm not mad about the footstool. This one, yeah. I'm kind of indifferent on the stove. I would have much rather had like the wardrobe or, you know, Cogsworth Lumiere. One of those. All right, let's see what we have here. We have Mrs. Potts. Oh, she's so cute. I love Mrs. Potts. Angela Lansbury is just an amazing woman. I was so sad when she passed away. But yes, very cute. All the books seem to have a blue little edge to them. And let's see what we have for Pin number 4. If it's Chip, it's going to be amazing. Oh no, it's the coat rack. I actually think the coat rack is really cute. Doesn't have a big role in the whole story or anything, but he's rather cute. And he's dancing there. It just looks really nice. Same thing with the stamping on this one. So sad. Okay, our last box here. And in this one, let's see who we have. Oh, we have a second Mrs. Potts. Oh. Well, maybe this one will be a different one than the coat rack. Oh, it's the guy I wanted least. I hate this guy. But, you know, every good story has to have a villain. And yes, Gaston's the main villain, but he's also a villain. All right, that's everything for today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And until next time, I'll see you real soon.